I'm Dr. Rika Terblanche, ex-corporate and academical, turned CEO and board member of several companies and mother of 4 little extraordinary kids. But it wasn't that long ago that I lacked the confidence, the know-how, and the time to focus on designing and really going after the life that I so wanted to live. A life of freedom, of fairness, and of being fair dinkum to who I really was and what I wanted to get out of this fleeting time that we have on Mother Earth. Fast forward to many lessons learned and moving halfway around the world to the most amazing country, you'll see the life that I now live. One that gives me more safety and freedom than I ever thought would be possible, and that really only existed as a daydream while I was living in South Africa. I created Chamonix TV to give you true spot advice on how you can also live a life in this amazing country, and so that you can see how another couple like us now live in Australia with 4 little kids hearing down under. And I'll be providing you with step-by-step strategies so that you can make your Aussie dream a reality too. If you're a keen future Aussie who's looking to create a life that excites you and offers you safety, freedom, and opportunity, you have come to the right place, my friend. Welcome aboard.
Hi Rika, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's an absolute pleasure to see your smiley face on the other side of the screen. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Nick. Nice talking to you tonight.
Yes, nice to see you too. It feels like I haven't seen you in ages and we're in the same city.
Exactly.
If you don't mind introducing yourself to our viewers, because you're on the other side of Perth.
Yes, I'm Rika Terblanche. I'm originally from a little town in South Africa called Worklife, but now called Mokopane. My husband is Leon Terblanche, family of your husband, as you know. We've got 3 beautiful boys. The twins is out of Leon's first marriage and Justin is out of my marriage. But yeah, the 3 boys are our boys. Yeah.
And they are absolutely gorgeous. I have to agree with you. How old are they, Rika?
The twins are now 25 and Justin actually just turned 25 yesterday as well. So
congratulations, Justin.
Yeah.
And how old were they when you guys came over? What year did you come over?
Well, we were actually very lucky in 2011. We came and have a visit in Australia. We visit all our friends that we've got here to come and see if we like it and wanted to do the move or not. And yeah, so July 2011, Leon was very lucky to get a job offer while we were here. When we got back at home, his job offer was already on the computer for him to sign and get it ready. It went so quickly. In 2012 January, the end of January, we made the big move. So it was very quickly for us.
So when you were here on your visit to your friends, did you actively look for a job, or did somebody know somebody who then found out that Leon was looking for a job?
Yes. One of my friends up in Mackay, her husband knows someone, and we were just lucky to, got the job. So.
And did he have an interview while you guys were here?
Yes, he had a very quick one. Yeah, so we're actually not allowed to do that, but well, it happened. And yeah, we just go for it. We just decided that is what we're going to do. We're not going to look back. Our heads were straight on. We're going to do it. We're not going to think twice to cancel it. It's better to do it that way. Just get it over and done. Otherwise, if you start thinking too much, you're not doing it at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you went back to South Africa and you started packing. Who organized the work visa for you?
The guys who sponsor Leon, we actually came over on a 457 visa. It was a very tricky one at that stage because if they decided to cancel your visa, you've got 90 days then to find a new sponsorship or you have to leave the country.
Mm.
So we came over, and unfortunately that happened to us after a few months. And Leon has to find a new sponsorship or we have to leave in 90 days.
Oh, wow.
Also in that time, our container was on its way to Mackay. So we were a bit in a panic. Our container is moving to Queensland. We have to find a new sponsorship. Maybe we have to go back to South Africa. We don't know what's going to happen. But we would just pray the whole time, fingers crossed, looking for a new sponsorship. And Leon was very lucky to find one up in Kalgoorlie. So that means that we have to move all the way back from Queensland after 7 months to Western Australia, the place that I never ever wanted to be.
But we are very happy about that because obviously we live in Perth, so we were just so happy that the family is moving to us.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, well, we're here now and we're happy.
That's good. But now you're up in Yanchep.
We're in Two Rocks. We stayed in Jandakot for 5 years, and we just decided we love the countryside. So yeah, we moved up to Two Rocks. We built our own house here, and yeah, we're up here now for 3 years. Yep.
And tell me, Rika, what do you do?
Well, back in South Africa, I was a high school teacher. So moving up here to Australia, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So for the first 6 months up in Mackay, before we moved down to Western Australia, I just cleaned houses.
Mm.
And yeah, and when we came back to Western Australia, I decided, okay, let me go into daycare instead of high school. So I did my diploma because it worked differently here. I can't do daycare with my high school qualifications. I have to do a certificate for the diploma. So I've done that. And I work in a few long daycare centres, and I just decided, no, that's not for me. I'm going to do my own thing. So I started to do my own family daycare. So I had family daycare for 2 years up in Jandakot, and now for 3 years in Two Rocks. And it's going very well. I'm doing very, very well. I love it. I would not do anything else. If I have to.
Amazing. Yeah.
No, that's my job. That's my profession. Yeah.
So I don't know how it works in South Africa where the family daycares are the same kind of setup, but do you mind explaining to our viewers what does family daycare mean and how does it work?
Okay, so family daycare is a small daycare at home. It is like in a family environment. It is like your own kids in your home. So they all over your home. We only allowed to have 7 kids a day, 4 kids from baby up until the age of 4. And then we can have 3 school-age children from the age of 5 until 12 years.
And that's only before and after school, or could they come to you during the day as well if it was
They
like
can
a
come
public
during
holiday?
the day as well, public holidays, normal school holidays. Even if people do homeschooling, I've got a child who is doing homeschooling and come once a week full day to daycare. Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Is that to give their mum a break or so that they can interact with some other children?
So that they can interact with other children and obviously give the parents a break as well. We also have to be registered with the Department of Education. Mm-hmm. We also get visits from them. So you just can't just open a family daycare.
Yeah.
You have to go through all the processes and you're getting the visits and everything.
Yes, this is the land of rules.
Exactly.
and red tape and hoops you have to jump through to make sure that everything is perfect according to what it should be. But hey, that's why we live here. That's why we moved here, because in South Africa, those things are not necessarily always as, shall we say, adhered to. Whereas in Australia, the rules are followed. And that's how life should be. That's why we have the rules, so that we have a society in which people can actually function normally and know what to expect and not have people who break the rules. And then there are usually consequences with it, because You know, rules are there to be followed. If you don't like the rule, change the rule. Don't break the rule.
Right, that's it.
And Rika, tell me, why did you change from high school to family daycare, or daycare for that matter, from big kids to little kids?
Well, first of all, high school in Australia is so much different from high school in South Africa. South Africa, as you know, very strict, you know, where here it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, I love the small little ones. I always said that I would rather go primary or pre-primary, but yeah, at the end of the day, I ended up with the little ones and I love it. I really love it.
Yes, it's absolutely your calling, because I know when you were the kids, they cannot get enough of you. They're all over you all the time. And tell our viewers, what does Leon do?
Well, Leon's actually is a health and safety officer, but also a fitter as trade. At the moment, he is working in Carafa with the twins. So Dad and the twins are working together on the same site in Carafa, yes, for the same company as well.
Wow.
Yes.
So he's working as a health and safety officer. And what are the twins doing?
The twins are boilermakers, so they're doing boiler making. Leon at the moment is doing fitting work as well as a fitter. So yeah, he is basically all over the place. He is doing both things.
And what's his roster like?
He's doing a 2-in-1. So it's 2 weeks away, 1 week at home. Yeah.
And you guys are okay with him being away? Are you used to it?
Oh, we're so used to it. Since we moved to Australia, that is how it was. Sometimes he's away for 6 weeks, 1 week at home, then 4 weeks, 1 week at home. So it's only now that he's got a consistent roster for 2-in-1. So we're so used to it. It's life for us.
And he's happy at work? How does he find the work culture in Australia compared to the work culture in South Africa?
Oh no, he loves it here. That's his life here. He will never change it. The day he has to come back and stay at home, I think he will just drive me nuts because he can't sit still. He always has to do things. It's like he's just visiting me. This is not his home. His home is at work.
I think that must be a Terblanche track somewhere along the bloodlines, because I know it's a few of them on our side as well.
So yeah, no, he absolutely love it. Yeah.
So tell me, Rika, why did you guys decide to move to Australia initially?
Well, we just thought about the boys. I mean, it's starting to get so bad and not the same anymore in South Africa. And we was just concerning about the future for our boys. Yeah, and that is why we just decided, no, we just have to come, because eventually over in South Africa, we wouldn't be able to give them what we give them now and what they've got now at the moment. I mean, Justin studied a double degree in sports science and secondary teaching. He decided not to go into that profession. He's a police officer. The twins do their trades. Yeah, and they're just happy as can be.
And Justin used to be as well a very good rugby umpire. I don't know if he still does it.
That's right. He is. He did very well. His first year when he started out, he was the junior referee of the year for Western Australia. Wow. Then a few years later, he was nominated again for the senior referee of Western Australia again. And yeah, he just went all over the country to go and ref. And he was quite a few times on television as well. Did a few games for the Brumbies and the Western Australians and all the international games that was playing here and in Brisbane as well. Wow. So yeah, he did very well. Unfortunately, being a police officer, he had to let his rugby referee career go.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's not working. He's working too many weekends and
Right. Yeah.
can't
Okay.
get
Makes
to
sense.
the
Well, you need to have a work-life balance. You need to have some time off as well. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, at this stage, he's loving his job. He can't get enough of it. So,
Good.
yeah.
And so, Rika, he was matric when you came over?
He actually, well, yeah, standard 8, what is it?
Year 10?
10.
I
Yes.
think.
Yes, he was year 10 when we moved here. So they said to us, no, he had to go immediately to matric year 12 because of his age, and it works different in Queensland. So it was like, oh my goodness, from year 10 a jump to year 12. But okay,
That's 2 years, yeah.
That's 2 years. Let's give it a go. And he actually did so well. He got like 90%, 80% for all his subjects.
So he skipped 1 year at school.
He skipped a whole year of school right into year 12. And
My goodness. That's incredible. In a new country, a new language, he skipped 1 year and he went into the final year of school. Oh my, wow.
And with new subjects he never ever had in South Africa. And he just did brilliant.
That's great. And then the twins, when did they come over?
The twins came over a year later. So they came over when we moved to Perth. So they did their year 12 here in Perth. Yes.
That's interesting. So Justin did his final year of school as his first year, and so did the twins as well. And
yeah, but Justin was now actually a year before them, so they were a year back. Yes, yeah.
Yes, that's right, because they came a year later. Yes. And they came on your visas, yes, of course, because they're still young. Have they thought of going back to South Africa well, obviously they've been there for holiday, but have they considered moving back, or what do you think? How do they feel?
No, the boys will never go back.
Did they want to come to Australia originally, both Justin and the twins, or were they unsure?
Justin didn't want to come. There was no way. He wanted to stay with my mum and dad. And he was very upset. How can we take him away from his friends, from his family? But we just said to him, well, that's life. As soon as you hear, things will change. And I'm telling you now, every day he's saying he will never go back.
Wow.
Never ever. It was easy for the twins. The twins came and visit us in our first year here. They went home and said, listen, we're moving the next year.
Yeah, okay. And what is the best thing for you about Australia?
Everything. I think because I can walk with my handbag over my shoulder, my phone in my hand, and don't have to look over my shoulder who is coming to grab my stuff. You know that.
Yeah.
So, the safety. Yeah, there is our ups and downs here in Perth as well, in Australia. There is crime, but not as bad in South Africa. And I think this safety is the best thing for me, yeah.
And what's the worst thing for you, or what annoys you the most?
People who can't merge on the freeway.
And the freeway in South Africa is the highway, no?
That's right,
yes. The freeway in Perth is the highway in Pretoria, like the N1. So yes, people tend to wait and not merge, as you say, like a zip. It needs to just go like a zip and interlink. Yes. But yeah, people are just too cautious and wait, and then it backs up a little bit. So
but yeah, no, there's really not anything that no, we just love it.
So what would you bring to Australia from South Africa if you could bring anything? Obviously not family, because that's, everybody would say family, or that's the thing I miss the most. But if apart from family, is there something else physically, tangibly, that you would bring here?
No, no, not really. No, nothing. I mean, we came with our heads screwed on like, listen, we moved to a new country. We're going to adapt with their things, how their things doing. Otherwise, if we just going to get stuck in our South African minds, we are going to make it difficult for ourselves.
Yeah.
So no, there's really nothing. No, we not even go to a South African shop and buy South African products.
Okay. All right. So you've moved on from that. That's interesting.
We moved on. Yes. Once in a while, I will go and buy Mrs. Paul's chutney or Millie Meal, you know. But otherwise, no, nothing.
Okay. And if viewers are watching this thinking, should I move to Australia or should I not? What would you say to them?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
Just do it. Don't think twice. Just do it. Go for it. I know it is hard. It is difficult. Like, we don't have any family here. All our family is still in South Africa. But you know what? If your head is right and you just go for it, you can do it.
Yes.
You don't have to have money. I mean, we didn't have any money when we came over. You know, we had a little bit, but you can do it. You just need to get your mind right. That's it.
That's right. It was so lovely to talk to you, Rika. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us. Obviously, I know your story so well, but it's important that we get people who have older age children that came across to Australia to also share their story, because some of the viewers are in South Africa with high school kids thinking, I can't move my children now. They're in high school, you know, I better wait until they finish school. And I would say, don't wait, because you're living proof that they can come over, whether it's standard 8, standard 9, standard 10, or whatever the years, you know, the year levels, year 10, 11, 12 in South Africa. Just come over. The quicker you come, the younger your kids are, the easier it's going to be for them to adapt. Would you agree with that?
Yes, but even if they're older, they adapt quickly as well.
True.
I mean, yeah, it's just do it.
Don't think twice.
Don't think twice. No.
Thank you so much, Rika. I hope you have a lovely Sunday evening, and hopefully we guys can catch up quickly when you come to this side of Perth, and we'll grab a cuppa.
No worries. Thank you, Monique.
Take
my regards to everyone. See you.
I will do you too. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you had fun, please remember to hit that subscribe button, and then it'll make sure that you never miss a thing. I'll see you same time and same place next week. Bye for now.